Hello, my name is Denicia Glasper. I am a student in the 1230 to 145 Human Anatomy and Physiology class. I do want to apologize beforehand. I did not read the accurate description of the assignment the day of, and unfortunately only got to talk to two people, which was pertaining to my major, which was nursing. But I really like that experience, so I will elaborate on that and my experience with them. The first table that I stopped at was Lady of the Lake. They were very welcoming, very kind. They spoke to me about their internships and also about potential career opportunities. They asked me, was I looking for a job right now? I said yes. They further went into detail about the current positions they have open, but they did give me some advice, and they advised that I do PRN, considering I'm finna apply to nursing school. They believe that nursing students should be mainly focused on school. They want you to focus on school, but they also want to give you opportunity to make money, but they don't want your job to overload your focus on school. So they would advise that instead of doing full-time and trying to balance both. Although I am looking for full-time and part-time, I do really appreciate their advice because it can be hectic trying to balance both at times, especially if you are independent or if you have bills to pay or helping anyone out. So I really appreciated them still just telling me about the open positions such as PCT, CNA, and even aside from those positions, they still said just look at any positions they have open on their website and apply. Just any position is better than none. So they were very adamant on that, and they also gave me some good trees to go home with. So after that, I then went down to Auctioner. I really, out of both sides, I really liked Auctioner. I've always talked to Auctioner representatives, their doctors, their nurses, their managers, stuff like that. They've always been very good people. Their communication is awesome. I love the way they present their company, their hospitals, their workers. It's amazing. Their benefits are amazing, especially for nurses, nursing students. They do have this opportunity where I believe you can work with them as a nursing student, and they can help you out with some financial things such as your bills, car note, rent, things of that nature. And then after you graduate nursing school, you will get a guaranteed job with them, I think, for at least 1 to 2 years. And if you like it and they like your work you've been doing so far, they will keep you, only if you want to stay as well. But I really like that. I really like their benefits. They have great insurance benefits. They really care about their workers. They've always been very open and adamant about that. For example, if you're going through the loss of a loved one, they really care about you and want you to take that time to yourself. And I really love that about them. They're very caring. They treat their workers like family. So I really love that. They also spoke to me about their internship opportunity. I believe you have to already be in nursing school, and it also ends soon. She said they will be having another one opening this fall, so she told me to look into that one coming up. She also gave me a few papers and asked me, was I looking for a job right now as well? I did tell her yes. I told her I'm possibly looking for a PCT or CNA position. So she went into further detail with that. She didn't advise me to work PRN, but she said that a lot of people do apply for CNA and PCT. So she let me know the time process on that. Considering a lot of people do apply for that at their hospitals, it is a bit of a wait with the call back for those positions, but they still try to call everybody back on time. And if they can't, it's not a trying to be rude thing or unprofessional. They just either found someone or they just simply are trying to go through everybody's resumes and things of that nature. So I really appreciate her communication on that, because it can be stressful trying to get a job and then they're taking like a few weeks to call you back on your status. So I appreciate her on that as well. She also said that even if they don't have those positions open, she would still suggest looking at the other positions, even a med tech, mental health tech, stuff of that nature. She would just suggest having a position until others open, or just keeping that position. Like, they still have pretty great benefits. So I really liked their communication with that. She let me get a few papers. I signed up for some notifications from them, Gmail and phone included. Overall, I really liked the career fair this year. I loved everybody's communication. Everybody looked great. Everybody who bought another worker with them from the company, they were great with the communication as well. It wasn't just one person talking at both tables. Everyone was talking and trying to give you information. So I really liked that. Communication was great. The opportunities were great. I really did like Auctioneer over Lady of the Lake, with the communication, the opportunities, the benefits, just everything was really great to me. So I will definitely be looking into them more than Lady of the Lake, probably. One thing I can say about the career fair this year is I do wish they had more like medical opportunities, not just Auctioneer and Lady of the Lake, but also Baton Rouge General, maybe some smaller clinics in Baton Rouge and things of that nature. I feel like I saw a lot of companies pertaining to the school systems, engineering, law, things of that nature. I do wish we had more representation for nursing and just like the medical field, but I understand. But I hope next year they do open their minds to that idea, or maybe hospitals volunteer or try to inquire about that for more nursing students. And I do know that a lot of hospitals do think they shouldn't do internships due to us already having clinicals in nursing school. But I do think that a lot of hospitals should do more internships for nursing students beforehand, because yes, you do have clinicals in nursing school, but those internships are still needed, especially before you apply to nursing school. Like, that would help a lot of nursing school students before they get there. But other than that, I loved everything. Everybody looked great. The communication was great. Even though I did not get to stop and speak with them personally, I did pass by the school systems. They looked great. I love the way they communicated with their students as well. Just glancing ahead at them from where I was, it was very nice. And yeah, you have a nice day. Thank you.